Ever wondered how to see the best of Vancouver in just 96 hours? We've cracked the code on fitting 28 incredible experiences into 4 action-packed days. From soaring suspension bridges to bustling markets, we're about to show you how to maximize every minute in this stunning Canadian city. Get ready for the ultimate Vancouver adventure. Day 1 kicks off at Canada Place. Picture giant white sails rising up with mountains and sea behind them. It's quite a sight. This spot is always busy. Big cruise ships dock here, and it's also where lots of events happen. Take a walk on the Canadian Trail. It runs along the west side of Canada Place. You'll see cool exhibits about different parts of Canada. It's a fun way to learn about the country. Don't miss flying over Canada. It's a ride that makes you feel like you're soaring across the country. I won't spoil the surprise, but it's pretty amazing. We're starting here because it gives you a taste of all things Canadian. Plus, the views are great. Next up, we'll step back in time to see a very different side of Vancouver. Ever seen a clock run on steam? In Gastown, you can. But this isn't just any timepiece. It's a symbol of innovation and preservation that nearly vanished. The story behind Vancouver's famous steam clock reveals a neighborhood that refused to be forgotten. Just a 10-minute walk from Canada Place, you'll find yourself in Gastown. The steam clock is a must-see. It whistles and lets out steam every 15 minutes, putting on quite a show. The area is full of old Victorian buildings that almost didn't make it. Back in the mid-1900s, there were plans to tear it all down, but people fought to save it. Now Gastown is a mix of old and new. You'll find trendy shops next to historic spots. We've included it in our trip because it's like stepping back in time. Tip: visit in the evening when the gas lamps are lit for a really cool vibe. As we leave Gastown, get ready to see even more of Vancouver's diverse culture. Vancouver's diversity goes beyond its bustling streets. Tucked away in the city is a garden so authentic, it required a special team of artisans to build. What makes this garden unique enough to warrant experts traveling across the globe just to create it? Step into the Dr. Sun Yat-Sen Classical Chinese Garden and feel the city fade away. The gentle sound of water and rustling leaves replaces traffic noise. A small pond reflects the sky, while carefully placed rocks mimic mountains. Bamboo and flowering trees add pops of color and life. Just a short walk from Gastown, this garden is a must-see. It's the first authentic classical Chinese garden built outside of China. We've included it to show you a slice of Chinese culture right in Vancouver. Tip: join a guided tour to learn about the symbolism behind each element. Here's a cool fact. The garden has a special scholar's rock. In Chinese gardens, these rocks represent nature's role in learning. This peaceful spot is just the beginning of Vancouver's Chinese heritage. As we leave the peaceful garden, we're about to step into a world where ancient traditions meet modern city life. Have you ever wondered what it's like to walk through a golden gate into another culture? Let's explore Vancouver's Chinatown, where every corner tells a story. The ornate Millennium Gate welcomes us to Chinatown. It's a great spot for photos. Just a few steps away, you'll find the Sam Kee Building. It's the world's skinniest commercial building, only 6 feet wide. Chinatown is full of sights, sounds, and smells. Markets sell fresh fruits and veggies. You can try tasty dim sum too. The Chinese Cultural Center is here, keeping Chinese traditions alive. We've included Chinatown because it shows how important Chinese culture is to Vancouver. Tip: visit during Chinese New Year for amazing festivities. As we leave this historic area, get ready for something very different. Our next stop is all about modern Vancouver. Just a short walk from Chinatown, we arrive at a place where Vancouver's past, present, and future collide. What iconic structure stands here as a reminder of the city's proudest moment? The answer might make you see Vancouver in a whole new light. Jack Poole Plaza sits right on the water. From here, you can see the harbor and mountains. It's a great spot for photos. The star of the show is the Olympic Cauldron. This big metal structure held the Olympic flame during the 2010 Winter Games. It's 10 meters tall and looks like a torch. The plaza is named after Jack Poole. He helped bring the Olympics to Vancouver. On special days, they light up the cauldron. It's a nice reminder of the Olympic spirit. We've included this stop to show you modern Vancouver. It's only a 15-minute walk from Chinatown. Tip: come at sunset for the best views. As we leave the plaza, we'll head to the nearby waterfront. Get ready for even more amazing views. The views from Poole Plaza were just a taste of what's to come. Imagine a place where snow-capped mountains, gleaming skyscrapers, and boats of all sizes create a perfect picture. Welcome to Cole Harbor, where every step reveals a new postcard-worthy scene. Cole Harbor's marina is filled with boats of all types, from small sailboats to luxury yachts. The North Shore Mountains provide a stunning backdrop. Along the waterfront runs the Seawall Path. It's part of the world's longest unbroken waterfront path, stretching 28 kilometers. Cole Harbor is just a short 5-minute walk from Poole Plaza. Tourists should visit for the amazing views and relaxed vibe. As we leave Cole Harbor, get ready to explore Vancouver's crown jewel of green spaces. It's just around the corner. Imagine a place where totem poles tell stories, hollow trees hide secrets, and 1,000 acres of wilderness thrive in the heart of a bustling city. How did Vancouver manage to preserve such a vast natural wonder right on its doorstep? Let's explore Stanley Park and uncover its mysteries. Stanley Park is huge. It covers 1,000 acres and is almost surrounded by water. It's home to over 500 kinds of animals, from eagles to beavers. The park has some must-see spots like the famous totem poles and the hollow tree, an old tree that's become a symbol of the park. You can also visit the Vancouver Aquarium in the park. It's great for learning about sea life and how to protect it. For a fun way to see the park, try the Stanley Park train or a horse-drawn tour. Stanley Park is right next to Cole Harbor, so it's easy to get to. It's worth visiting because it shows how nature and city life can exist side by side. Tip: rent a bike to explore more of the park. As we leave Stanley Park, we'll head to the lively neighborhoods nearby. Get ready to experience local life in Vancouver. From the tranquil beauty of Stanley Park, we're about to step into a bustling urban tapestry just minutes away. What if I told you there's a single street in Vancouver where you can taste flavors from around the world, spot rainbow flags, and end up with sand between your toes? Welcome to Denman Street and the West End. This area is packed with people, but it doesn't feel crowded. It's known for its relaxed vibe. Denman Street is full of life, with trees lining the sidewalks. You'll find trendy shops, cafes, and lots of places to eat. The food here is amazing. You can try dishes from Italy, Asia, and the Middle East all on one street. It's a food lover's dream. The West End is just a short walk from Stanley Park. It's worth a visit to see how locals live and eat in Vancouver. Here's a tip: come hungry and try a few different restaurants. As you walk down Denman Street, you'll notice it leads right to the beach. Get ready for some sand and sun. As Denman Street meets the sand, a whole new world opens up. Did you know that over 1.4 million people gather here each year for a single event? English Bay isn't just any beach, it's Vancouver's outdoor living room. The beach is alive with activity. People sunbathe, play volleyball, and enjoy the views. A unique stone sculpture called the Inukshuk stands tall. It's a symbol of friendship from the 2010 Winter Olympics. There's so much to do here. You can go kayaking, cycling, or just relax on the sand. English Bay is right at the end of Denman Street. It's a must-visit spot to see how Vancouver loves the outdoors. Tip: come in summer for the Celebration of Light fireworks show. It's amazing. As you leave the beach, you'll see a colorful street nearby. Let's check it out next. Just a short walk from English Bay, we find a street that pulses with energy and pride. What makes Davie Street so special that it's known as the heart of an entire community? Let's explore the rainbow-painted road that's much more than just a pretty sight. Davie Street is famous for its colorful rainbow crosswalks. These bright stripes aren't just for show. They represent the LGBTQ+ community spirit. The street is full of life, with lots of shops and places to eat. You can try food from all over the world here. Davie Street is only a 5-minute walk from English Bay. It's worth visiting to see Vancouver's diverse and welcoming side. try to visit during the Pride Festival in summer for an extra special experience. The street comes alive with parades and parties. As we leave this lively area, get ready for a change of pace. Our next stop is quite different. Just a short trip from Davie Street, we're about to explore an area that's mastered the art of reinvention. How did a gritty railway district transform into Vancouver's go-to spot for high-end shopping and dining? Let's uncover the secrets of Yaletown's remarkable makeover. Yaletown's old warehouses and loading docks now house trendy shops and restaurants. The brick buildings and wide sidewalks give the area a unique look. David Lamb Park offers a green space to relax, while the seawall is perfect for a walk or bike ride. You'll find fancy stores and great places to eat here. At night, Yaletown comes alive with busy bars and clubs. It's only a 10-minute walk from Davie Street. Tourists should visit to see how Vancouver mixes old and new. Tip: come in the evening to enjoy the lively atmosphere. As we end our first day in Vancouver, get ready for a change of scene. Tomorrow, we'll start with sand and sea. As we start our second day in Vancouver, imagine a place where mountains meet the sea and city life blends with beach vibes. Welcome to Kitsilano Beach, where natural beauty and urban energy come together perfectly. Kitsilano Beach offers a stunning view. The North Shore Mountains rise up behind the sandy shore. It's a great spot for many fun activities. You can play beach volleyball or swim in Canada's longest pool. The saltwater Kitsilano Pool is open from May to September. The area has a relaxed, healthy feel. Many people come here to exercise or just enjoy the sun. Tourists should come here to see how Vancouver locals enjoy the outdoors. Tip: try to catch a sunset here. The views of the city and mountains are amazing. As we leave the beach, get ready for more excitement. Just across False Creek, a busy market is waiting for us to explore. Just across False Creek lies a place that went from gritty to glitzy. What used to be an industrial area is now a food lover's dream. But how did this change happen, and what makes it so special today? Hop on the Aquabus for a short ride to Granville Island. As you step off, you're greeted by the buzz of the public market. Inside, over 50 food vendors offer fresh fruits, veggies, and tasty treats. The smell of fresh bread and coffee fills the air, but food isn't all you'll find here. Artists and craftspeople work in studios all over the island. You can watch them make pottery, blow glass, and weave textiles. Don't miss the Granville Island Brewery, Canada's first microbrewery. Kids will love the special market just for them. Granville Island is just a 10-minute ferry ride from Kitsilano Beach. It's a must-visit for its food, art, and lively vibe. Tip: come early to beat the crowds and get the freshest picks at the market. As we leave this foodie paradise, we're heading to a place that tells a different story, one of Olympic dreams and city planning. What happens to an Olympic village after the games are over? In Vancouver, it became something unexpected. This isn't just any old neighborhood. It's a glimpse into the future of urban living. But what makes it so special? The Olympic Village was built for the 2010 Winter Games. Now, it's a busy area where people live and work. You can visit Science World, a fun museum with hands-on exhibits. The Olympic Village Square is great for hanging out and watching people. Look out for cool art around the area. There's a big bird sculpture that catches many eyes. The village is just a short ferry ride from Granville Island. It's worth a visit to see how Vancouver turned a short-term project into a lasting community. Tip: rent a bike to explore the area easily. As we leave this modern spot, get ready for some natural beauty. We're heading to a place full of flowers and trees. Just a short bike ride from the Olympic Village, nature lovers are in for a treat. Did you know there's a place in Vancouver where you can get lost in a hedge maze, walk on a living roof, and see over 7,500 plant species? Welcome to Van Dusen Botanical Garden, where every turn reveals a new wonder. The garden is full of color and life. You'll see flowers, trees, and plants from all over the world. Don't miss the fun hedge maze or the visitor center with its green living room. There's also a pretty lake where you can spot birds and other wildlife. Van Dusen is about a 15-minute drive from the Olympic Village. It's worth a visit to see nature at its best in the city. Tip: come in different seasons to see how the garden changes. The winter light show is amazing too. As we leave this green oasis, get ready for some great views of the city. Our next stop takes us to the highest point in Vancouver. You've seen Vancouver from the ground, but have you ever wondered what it looks like from its highest point? Get ready to explore a park that's not just a feast for the eyes, but a testament to human creativity and nature's resilience. Queen Elizabeth Park sits at the highest spot in Vancouver. From here, you can see the whole city and the North Shore Mountains. The park used to be a rock quarry, but now it's full of beautiful gardens. The old quarry area has been turned into a stunning landscape with winding paths and colorful plants. The park is about a 10-minute drive from Van Dusen Botanical Garden. It's worth visiting for the amazing views and lovely gardens. If you like plants, don't miss the Blodel Conservatory. It's a glass dome full of tropical plants and exotic birds. Here's a tip. Come in spring to see the cherry blossoms. It's a great spot for photos too. As we leave this well-kept park, get ready for something very different. Our next stop is a lively street with a mix of cultures. Think you know what Little Italy means? Commercial Drive might surprise you. This isn't just a place for pasta and pizza. It's a cultural melting pot where Italy's influence is just the beginning. Let's explore a street that defies expectations and celebrates diversity in every storefront. Commercial Drive buzzes with energy. Colorful shops and cafes line the street. You'll hear many languages as you walk. The smell of fresh espresso fills the air. Italian restaurants sit next to global eateries. Just a 15-minute drive from Queen Elizabeth Park, this area is worth visiting. It shows Vancouver's rich mix of cultures. Don't miss the Italian Day Festival if you're here in June. It's a big street party with food and music. Nearby, you can relax at Trout Lake or catch a show at the Rio Theater. Tip: come hungry and try food from different countries. As we leave this lively street, get ready for some serious shopping. Our next stop is downtown Vancouver's retail heaven. You've seen Vancouver's cultural side, now it's time to dive into its retail heart. But what if I told you that shopping here once involved dodging neon signs as numerous as those in Shanghai? Robson and Granville streets aren't just about buying things. They're a journey through Vancouver's glittering past and vibrant present. Our last stop for day 2 is Robson Street, Vancouver's top shopping spot. It's busy with people looking for great deals. You'll find big-name stores here from all over the world. Millions of people shop here every year. Just a short walk away is Granville Street. It's known for fun and shows. The street used to have lots of bright neon signs. Now it's home to famous places like the Orpheum Theater and Commodore Ballroom. These old buildings have seen many great shows over the years. Robson and Granville streets are about a 20-minute drive from Commercial Drive. Tourists should visit to see where locals shop and have fun. As we end day 2, get ready for a change. Tomorrow we'll see amazing views as we cross a famous bridge to explore nature. As we start day 3, we're about to cross a bridge that's more than just a way to get somewhere. Did you know this iconic structure was once too small for the city it served? The Lions Gate Bridge isn't just a feat of engineering. It's a window into Vancouver's past and future. The Lions Gate Bridge is a big suspension bridge over Burrard Inlet. As you cross it, you'll see amazing views of Stanley Park in the city. The bridge is about 1,823 meters long and handles around 70,000 cars every day. It's a key link between Vancouver and the North Shore. The bridge is about a 15-minute drive from downtown Vancouver. Tourists should visit for the great views and to see an important part of the city's history. Tip: try to cross the bridge at sunset for the best views. As we leave the bridge, get ready for some natural beauty. The North Shore has lots of great outdoor spots to explore. You've seen one suspension bridge, you've seen them all, right? Think again. Our next stop challenges that assumption with a free alternative that might just take your breath away. Picture yourself suspended 160 feet above a lush canyon, without spending a penny. Lynn Canyon Suspension Bridge is a hidden gem. It's free to visit, unlike its famous cousin Capilano. The bridge sways as you walk across, adding to the thrill. Below, you'll see the rushing waters of Lynn Creek. The bridge is part of Lynn Canyon Park. This park has over 600 acres of forest to explore. You can hike easy trails or try harder ones if you're feeling brave. Keep an eye out for local wildlife like deer and birds. Lynn Canyon is about a 30-minute drive from the Lions Gate Bridge. It's worth visiting for the free adventure and beautiful nature. Tip: wear good shoes for hiking and bring a camera for the views. As we leave Lynn Canyon, get ready to go even higher. Our next stop will take us to New Heights in Vancouver. From Lynn Canyon, we're heading to New Heights, literally. Grouse Mountain is just a 20-minute drive away. It's called the Peak of Vancouver for good reason. The views from the top are amazing. You can see the whole city spread out below you. There are two main ways to get to the top. The Skyride Gondola is an easy ride up, but for the brave, there's the Grouse Grind. It's a tough hike that goes up 2,800 feet in just 3 kilometers. People call it Nature's Stairmaster for a reason. Tourists should visit Grouse Mountain for the views and fun activities. In summer, you can watch lumberjack shows or go ziplining. In winter, there's skiing and snowboarding. Tip: if you do the grind, bring water and wear good shoes. As we leave Grouse Mountain, get ready for our next stop. We're going to see an impressive man-made structure that helps keep Vancouver running. Ever wondered where Vancouver's drinking water comes from? Just a short 15-minute drive from Grouse Mountain, we'll discover a hidden marvel that quenches the thirst of nearly half the city. But this isn't just any water source. It's a feat of engineering with a view that will take your breath away. The Cleveland Dam is an impressive sight. Water rushes over its edge, creating a beautiful waterfall. This concrete arch dam helps control the Capilano River's flow. It also provides about 40% of Vancouver's drinking water. Around the dam, you'll find Capilano River Regional Park. It's full of hiking trails with great views. You can see the dam, Capilano Lake, and even the Lions Mountains from here. It's a perfect spot for nature lovers. The dam is worth visiting to see how Vancouver gets its water. It also shows how engineering and nature can work together. Tip: bring a camera for the views and wear good shoes for hiking. As we leave the dam, get ready to learn more about the river's inhabitants. We're off to see some salmon next. What if I told you that the next place we're visiting releases over 1 million fish every year? Sounds fishy, right? Well, it's true. And the best part? You might even get to see these amazing creatures up close, depending on when you visit. Let's dive into the fascinating world of salmon conservation. The Capilano River Hatchery plays a big role in keeping salmon numbers healthy. Every year, they release about 1.5 million salmon into the river. At the visitor center, you can see salmon at different stages of life, from tiny eggs to young fish. The best time to see spawning salmon is from late August to November. That's when they swim back to their birthplace to lay eggs. It's an amazing sight. The hatchery is just a 5-minute drive from Cleveland Dam. It's worth visiting to learn about these incredible fish and how we can protect them. Tip: join a guided tour to learn even more. As we leave the hatchery, get ready for a thrilling adventure. Our next stop is a world-famous attraction that will take you to New Heights. From fish to forest canopy, our journey takes an exciting turn. Have you ever wondered what it feels like to walk among the treetops, high above a rushing river? Get ready to find out at Vancouver's most heart-pounding attraction. Capilano Suspension Bridge Park is just a short 10-minute drive from the hatchery. The main bridge is 450 feet long and hangs 230 feet above the river. Walking across it is thrilling, but that's not all. The park also has the Treetops Adventure, where you can walk from tree to tree on small bridges. There's also the Cliff Walk, a narrow path along the canyon wall. The park is a must-visit for its unique experiences and beautiful nature views. It's a great place to learn about the forest and test your bravery. Tip: come early to avoid crowds and bring a camera for amazing photos. As we leave this treetop world, we're heading to a lively coastal area. Get ready to see a different side of Vancouver. What if I told you there's a place in Vancouver where you can shop, eat, and take in breathtaking city views all at once? Welcome to Lonsdale Quay, where the North Shore's charm meets urban excitement. Lonsdale Quay Market is our last stop for day 3. It's full of life and color. You can find fresh food, handmade crafts, and local art here. The market has over 80 shops and food stands. The best part? the amazing view of Vancouver's skyline across the water. It's even prettier at sunset. Don't miss the lookout tower for a great photo spot. Near the market, you can explore the Shipyards District. There's also the Polygon Gallery if you like modern art. Lonsdale Quay is just a 15-minute drive from Capilano Suspension Bridge Park. It's worth a visit to see local life and enjoy great food and views. Tip: take the sea bus from downtown Vancouver for a scenic ride to the market. As we end day 3, get ready for a new adventure. Tomorrow we'll take a beautiful drive along the coast. It's a perfect way to see more of British Columbia's stunning scenery. As we start day 4, imagine a road where the sea meets the sky. The Sea to Sky Highway is just that, a journey where every turn reveals a new wonder. As you leave Vancouver, you'll see stunning views of the coast. The road hugs the shoreline, giving you great ocean views. As you drive, you'll notice the scenery changing. The ocean views slowly give way to tall mountains and thick forests. Tourists should take this drive to see some of the best views in BC. It's a great way to see how diverse the landscape is. Tip: start early to have time for stops along the way. Bring a camera and snacks too. As we finish our drive, get ready for some adventure. We're heading to a town that's all about outdoor fun. Imagine a giant rock wall rising up from the ground. That's the Squamish Chief in Squamish. It's a rock climber's dream. The town sits at its base, surrounded by mountains and water. Squamish used to be all about logging. Now it's famous for outdoor fun. People come here to climb, bike, and hike. There's also great kiteboarding when the wind is right. It's about an hour's drive from Vancouver on the Sea to Sky Highway. Tourists should visit to try new outdoor activities. Even if you're not super sporty, the views are worth the trip. Tip: check out the Sea to Sky gondola for amazing views without the climb. As we leave Squamish, get ready for even bigger mountains. A world-famous ski resort is just up the road. Imagine a place where you can ski in the morning and golf in the afternoon. Sounds impossible, right? Welcome to Whistler, where the impossible becomes reality. This mountain paradise holds a secret that connects two peaks and pushes the limits of engineering. Whistler Village sits between two big mountains. It's full of shops, restaurants, and hotels. People walk around in ski gear or hiking boots. The village feels cozy, like a small town in the mountains. Whistler is about a 45-minute drive from Squamish. Tourists should visit for the views and fun activities. Tip: book ahead in winter, it gets busy. From Vancouver to Whistler, we've seen city life, forests, and now mountains. It's an amazing journey through British Columbia's beauty. We've seen so much in just 4 days. From city sights to mountain views, Vancouver has it all. It's a place where you can shop in the morning and hike in the afternoon. The mix of city life and nature is really special. If you're thinking about visiting Vancouver, go for it. There's something for everyone here. Plan your trip and get ready for an amazing time. Thanks for watching our Vancouver guide. If you liked it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments what you want to see next.